Recording in progress. I'm still with the same friends, out here with the same bros. We still out here mobbing, it's just in a Range Rover. Made it with the same guys, now we different bank roads. Now we all in designer, driving past the same. I'm still with the same friends, out here with the same bros. We still out here mobbing, it's just in a Range Rover. Made it with the same guys, now we different bank roads. Now we all in designer, driving past the same. Yeah, told you I would never change it. Young Charlie, yeah, he the same. I'm out here gunning it. On a Friday, got in the name it. Champagne in my hand, I'ma spray that. My dogs gon' dance on the stage and throwing up shots in the pavement. Same old roads, I'm claiming it. And I'm with all the ones from the jump. Now we do what we want when we want. It'll be that way till I'm gone. Till I'm gone, till I'm gone. I'm still with the same friends, out here with the same bros. We still out here mobbing, it's just in a Range Rover.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Happy Friday, everyone.
I'm still with the same friends, out here with the same bros. We still out here mobbing.
Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you guys. Let's do it. Clubhouse, what's poppin'?
If it's my music, then how I'm unique. I know I'm young and I'm fly with the heat. Gotta value myself so I won't even beat. Boy, be stepping through trees once I get a rush. Month I be when they repeat. I know I make it look easy, but I'm focused, ain't no time to slack.
Alrighty, ain't no time to slack.
At the top of my brother, we made it. Stepping with my day ones that ain't dated. Was a couple of they faded.
Alright, welcome in. Who we got?
I'm still with the same.
What up, Yogi? There he is. Yogi. Danny Cash in the house. What's good? What up, Zach? What's good? What up, boys? How we feeling? How we feeling? Only Bands in the building. What's good? Price Action Kev. How you doing? Good and stop. Tony Gold in the building. What's good? What's good? How you guys feeling? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. What up, Luffy? How you feeling? How you doing? Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Game time, baby. Yeah, game time. Let's go ahead and get started. It is the last day of the week. Yeah. What's up, Eric P? Z Gamer in the house. There he is. There he is. What's poppin'? What's up, Z Gamer? What up? Oh, spinning. I can't even read the names today. I can't even read them. We got to slow it down. I can't even read them. Too many W's. We crashed Zoom last night in the Asian session. We had Clay from Top 1 Futures there, and we just went crazy. We took some pips, and then we had to do some giveaways, and the whole Zoom just went bananas. So, I don't know. My lights were flickering in my house. The whole neighborhood power grid went out. It was crazy. Yeah, what's good? What's good? What up, Sujar? How you doing, man? Good to see you. What's up, Phil? Vivian Young in the house. What's good? What's good? Who won a giveaway? We had a lot of good names win giveaways last night too, which was dope. What up, 3 Ants? Good to see you guys. What up, Vishal? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Tamra in the building. What up, Tamra? You got your shades on today? Nice and sunny. Nice and sunny. It's a bright day. It's a bright day. All right, let me let the rest of the Discord know that the Zoom link is out, and then we shall begin. How's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? How'd you guys do in London session and in Asian last night? If I missed you guys. All right. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. Zoom link is out. Zoom link is out. We already have a bunch in here. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Well, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Friday once again. Welcome back to another New York session. Let's go ahead and get into it here. Let's go ahead and pray first. What do you say? And then we will begin our journey here today. Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for another moment in time, a divine moment where we can gather together the likeness of minds here. We thank you for using this microphone to instill wisdom and knowledge and just everything that we need to apply to get to the next level. Lord, we thank you for it. We thank you for continuing to make these streams pure, keeping them fresh day in and day out, and blessing those that are in attendance. Lord, we give you all the glory for the opportunity to do this every day. We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Let's do it. Oh, man, I'm muted. Sorry, Clubhouse. Sorry, guys. Welcome in. Holy. Did you guys miss all that? Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Caught me slacking today on a Friday. Wow. Hopefully you guys had YouTube on. Damn. Man, I said everything for you guys. Sheesh. What up, Energy? What's good? Damn, calling out the names and everything. Sorry guys. All right. Anyway, let's get into it here. Today is the 16th day of January. Yeah, we're in January here. Clubhouse going crazy. What up, squad? What up? Damn. Do we have to read? Should I walk out and come back in? I feel like I should probably walk out and just come back in. But oh man. All right. Anyways, let's get into it here. Today's Friday. It is the 16th day of January, and it's another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, disciplined, and walk the walk, not just talk the talk, but walk the 8-figure walk, and that is staying patient, disciplined, sticking to your plan every day, day in and day out, no matter what, without any sort of deviation, even when the emotions begin to run high. All right, if you could do that, you're going to be a winner. I have no doubt about it. So we don't have much going on here today. We've got a couple little yellow folders coming out here, nothing too major, so we should be pretty good for the most part here. And yeah, let's jump into the technicals. Yeah, not much going on. Last day of the week, so let's finish strong here. Let me lower this music a little bit. There we go. That should be good. Clubhouse, what do you think? Music good? Perfect. Gucci. Okay, Gucci. All right, let's jump into gold here. Let's talk about the daily time frame. We'll talk about NQ in a few minutes as well, and let's see what we got going on here, because our daily candle has officially closed bearish once again. So pretty interesting, right? You got a bullish, then a bearish, then a bullish, then a bearish, then we'll see what's going to happen next. But price is clearly undecided right now. You have a support level sitting right here. You have resistance right here, and this is pretty much the choppy range that we're sitting in now on the daily time frame. So we can't really budge after we broke the all-time highs. It's normal for price to just kind of be confused a little bit, right? So I think price is a little confused right now as we speak here on the daily time frame. We are moving down here. We don't have much of a top wick. We'll see what we do as we come into the rejection area here, but overall, targets are being tapped. So we could push down, we could push up. Very, very undecided type of candle here on a Friday. So we'll see where we can go with it. But let's get a little bit of better idea on where this session wants to head based off this 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour is again in a very, very difficult spot here, right? We've been talking about this support level here for the last couple of days. We talked yesterday about the 4-hour potentially being able to shake this range and break out of it before the week's end, but we'll see. We'll see if we're going to do that now, because now we're coming right into that rejection area, and as you can see, we are beginning to reject, right? So again, price probably can come back up here. This might be the range of the day. I don't know if we're going to shake this range here with no red folder news or anything like that, but let's go see what this rejection here looks like. So again, daily is bearish, 4-hour but at target, right, at support. 4-hour is bearish after breaking these lows, but at this targeted support as well, right, where we've noticed that there's a lot of wick rejections here that come off this 4-hour time frame. That can certainly happen here as well. So again, price is bearish technically, but there are reasons to go long here. So let's take a look at the 1 hour. So 1 hour's got this nasty range. Damn, I'm hoping for a better look as I go down time frames, but it just ain't getting there. You know, hopefully when we get down to the 15, it'll look all right. So 1 hour is just coming down here, just again in support, rejecting. Let's take a look at the 30-minute time frame as well. 15-minute has a nice clean range here, right? So I think if we can get any sort of a fake out, every time price came into the range, we tend to push out of it, right? Came in, faked out, pushed out. Same deal here, right? So same deal over here, same deal over here. So if we're in this range here and we get some sort of bullish confirmations, right? Ideally, some sort of a fake out like that, right? Fake out like that, something that we can take advantage of, that confirms that we should be good to move up, then we could take the buys from down there. So that's pretty much all I'm looking for. If I'm going to take sells, it would have to be after buys play out. So the buys that I'm looking for would maybe be like a fake out here, right? Something like this, and then we can look to take longs on the next candle to move up, and probably just up into these ranges here. You know, nothing too crazy here today. Again, if I'm going to take sells, it'll have to be after that move, right, where we get a resistance formed, and then the sells can continue, you know, to work out here. But yeah, we'll see what happens as we get down into this range over here. That's where we're at now. So let's see, are we going to reject or are we going to push through? No rush here today for me. No rush here any day for me, for that matter, right? Especially when price is not looking too hot. I mean, if we look at the 1 hour, I mean, that tells the story of the day right there. So take your time here today, as I will as well. If the right opportunity comes up, we strike. If not, we have a great conversation here, and we head off to the weekend with a positive or I should say a positive P&L. So that is those are my thoughts here on Goldie as we approach this 8:30 candle. Probably gonna have to wait for some sort of a fake out along like 45.91 here. So we'll see if we can get it. But other than that, just bleeding right now, just melting. So let her melt. So that's gold. Let's move over to the NASDAQ here. Let's chat about what we got cooking. Let's go over to the daily. You guys hear Axel? He's trying to say hello. Can you guys hear him? I don't know if you can hear him, but he's trying to say hi, everyone. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. All right, let's talk about NQ here. So we have a daily candle, but one thing I want to point out here on the NASDAQ is, although we did close bullish, right, on this candle right here, right, we closed bullish below the range, right? So there's a range sitting right there. This was your daily range that we were in, right? This right here. Then you finally officially had a candle that closed outside of that range, which is going to be that bearish candle here. And then that next candle also closed below the range here also, right? So could we be potentially just making a top wick, right, for price to come crashing back down and run this like daily celery play here to get a move to the downside, right? That could be a possibility. Again, we don't have much of a lower wick here. We also don't have a closure above here, and we can very well start to come trembling down in the New York session. So I'm definitely open for the shorts here on NQ. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour coming up to a target area now, pushing into resistance. It would be very nice if we can see this candle push up into that area, but looks like we broke the highs already, so we shouldn't really be fluctuating too much unless we're gonna try and reject here. So let's drop down to the 1 hour. 1 hour's got a little chop here, so let's mark that off. Support sitting at 13, and then you got resistance here at 56, and that's pretty much our 1 hour range. Maybe we could adjust that a little bit to 07, and that's what we got. So we're rejecting 07. So one may say, Nick, why 07 and why not 84, right? Because 07 is the one that's being rejected, right? 04, there's nothing going on there. So if anyone's ever confused on, do I still need to adjust my range a little bit lower here? Not necessarily, because you're not really rejecting that area. So this area here at 07 is playing a part here, right, for the most part. So we're going to use that as our range. We're also going to double check what that looks like on the 30-minute time frame. So a bunch of consolidation here, right? Let's take a look at the 15 15's a little choppy here too. So yeah, probably gonna need some closures, ideally on the 1 hour time frame at like 9 when we get some volume coming in, and then we can go from there. So 4 hour is bullish. Let's keep that in mind. So I will stay bullish, but I will be open to taking sells again if we can start breaking those 4 hour lows there, with that idea of the daily candle potentially coming back down, right, and breaking its own low here. So yeah, that's it. 30-minute 1 hour looks good on NQ. Every other time frame is a little choppy, and I'll be honest, gold is, I mean, look at that. You know, gold is very, very choppy here. So be careful in this range. It's clean on the 15. If we can, you know, get a closure more so down at like 94, where it leaves us room to move up, then that looks good. If not, you know, we'll have to wait for the next opportunities. Cool. That is that. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything? Sunboy Comedy in the house. Let's go. What's up, bro? How you doing? What's good? Oh, Clubhouse, how we feeling? We won't crash Zoom today, I promise. But we had Lacodes, my man Lacodes, in a matter of about 30 minutes, whipped up a whole app / website / our own duck race type of thing. Yeah, I was like, what? So no need to spam Zoom anymore. We got the official TTE giveaway race thing going on. I don't know, man. Lacodes, that was fire. Dial it in a little bit more, just a slight bit more, and I think it's great. Yo, that boy living in codes. After 5 years and 42 evaluation accounts blown, I understand the meaning and the value of a system. Wow. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. You're welcome. Great job, Juan. W, man. Sometimes that's what it takes. You know, sometimes it takes 5 years and 42 blown evals to finally hear what we've been saying for, you know, the last 3 years. It's just part of it. You know, as humans, we're, you know, sometimes it takes years to get through the 8 inches in between our skull. So I'm a victim of that too. You know, there's been things that maybe I should have done a lot earlier in life that I didn't, but you know, now I do it. So as long as you've figured it out now, stay disciplined to that system now, brother. Now you don't have to do any more thinking of your own. All you gotta do is stay locked in on that mentality, bro. W, done deal. Yeet. Yeah, we gotta find a better way. Yeah. We gotta do better. Poor J-Mac. J-Mac, are you here? I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I honestly, I feel terrible, J-Mac. I feel terrible. You say, yo, we gotta figure out a better. We gotta do better. Love you, J-Mac. I really do, man. We got this. We're going to make a better system, I promise. What were the names that won last night? Let me get the names that won. No music? You guys want the music a little louder? You don't want to listen to my raspy voice here today? It's been cold in Florida. It's been cold. We played golf 2 days ago, and it was like chilly out there. What were we doing? Oh yeah, names from last night. So who were the winners? Let's see, the winners. I mean, they're all winners in there. Clay, by the way, Clay was like, dude, what the, that was epic. Every time someone comes on here, you guys blow their mind. Let's see. The winners last night. First one, Mr. Zach O'Sullivan, Yogi Mason, Mr. Ben Bennett, Guadalupe, J. Coop, Usman, Kevin, Mr. Phil, Tommy, Tyler, Roberto, I think. Yeah. Julia, and I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. If anything, I could always go back and you watch it real quick. It's not a problem. Yeah, it was wild. It was a wild night. Can you believe people wanted to spend their Thursday night at the bar? Meanwhile, they could have spent it with us. Sheesh. Alright. Asian trade? Yeah, the Asian. So we did take a trade there in Asian session last night as well. And it was right. Was it? Yeah, I think it was right here. Yeah, so basically we took this trade in Asian last night. So let me just kind of block everything else out. Where's this? Alright, where was it? Where was it? Right there. So yeah. So basically this was the trade here. So we had our zones drawn up like this. Let me just grab this. Okay, cool. So we had this support sitting here, right, that we were looking for potential closures below. We also were looking for potential buys here as well off the 30-minute time frame. So this is the 15-minute time frame. I'll show you the 30 in a minute. But anyway, didn't really it was 5 minutes left on the candle, so I decided to delete this the buys here. We waited it out. Next candle closed bearish, right? So we just scratched the idea. Next candle drove down, so we had nothing there yet. The following candle closed bearish below the range, and we did not execute, right? We didn't execute because we broke the lows pretty early. We didn't get much of a top wick. There was almost no wick here, so we waited. This candle came all the way up, broke the highs, came back down, and this bullish candle here closed below the range. Right, so once that candle closed below the range, now I know, hey, I can use the stop loss on the next candle, because I did like this sell here, right? The break of that low on this current candle. The issue was the stop loss was way up there. So basically my move would have had to look something like this. Let's grab it here, shorts, something like this, right? Where that just probably wasn't going to be the best idea, right? So what we did was we waited for this candle to close, noticed that it closed below the range here, and then we were able to use this candle stop, right, as the stop loss. Entry was on the break of the lows, and yeah, BE at the wick fill closed. I think I closed pretty much full down here at like 95. So you had all that clean range to go. Started trailing my stop, and I think I got hit at 95. So it was a good move. It's a good, nice little celery play. You had these two rejection candles up here that worked out very nice. All these candles, 1, 2, also closed below the range, remaining below. This guy gives you a nice little top wick, and then yeah, break of the lows, and nice, pretty easy push, pretty clean push. So that was it. That was that. Yeah, I think we got. It's like. Yeah, it was a good move. It's a good move. It didn't fill the whole range, but it did come down. We were mainly looking for this area right here. Right there. And we hit. And we hit. That was nice. It was good to have Clay on the stream too. Get a nice W, and then do some giveaways. Hey, how are you? What's up? How you doing? All right, 3 minutes on the 15 move. This move pushed already, so the move already happened. So we'll see. We'll see how we do. 30 closures, 1 hour closures are all coming up in like 20 minutes. Let's pop Zoom up here. All right, what up, boys? Gerald, what's good, man? What up, Valerio? It's good. What up, Kelvin? How you guys doing? What up, Daniel? Get brawlic, bro. Damn. My gosh, shredded. Austin in the house. There he is. What up, Jose? Good to see you, man. What up, DJ Scratches? How you doing? My man. Where can you rewatch it? You can rewatch it on the website. Go to the courses section, and then you're going to see it in there. It says live stream replays. So usually they take like, excuse me, like a good like couple hours to upload. But once, give it like a couple hours and it'll be on the site. All right, Goldies, Goldie. What up, Foster? Grand Rising, my man. Grand Rising. Yeah, we gotta wait for hourly closures here on NQ too. He was quaking. Yeah. He was like, "Whoa, this is the way you trade?" You know Clay. He's like a skater hippie kind of guy, you know, like a surfer, skater. What's up, Kelvin? Doing good, man. Next week, brother. Hey, DJ Scratchers, you already know. You make the call, I'll be there, bro. Whenever you call, I'll be there. Yeah, Clay was cool. We had a great conversation. I love Clay's thoughts on certain things, and I always like to peek behind the prop firm curtain whenever we can and bug him a little bit about what works. And what he was talking about, was it any surprise? Was it anything new? Did you hear anything different than what you normally hear on these live streams and throughout our education and our educational platforms and whatnot? Did you hear anything new, or did it all pretty much line up with what the successful prop firm trader's doing? Outside of maybe a little bit of our sim farming, but we didn't have to bring that up, we didn't have to bring that up. Yeah, what he was saying was just spot on to what we talk about on the day-to-day, so that should really ensure you and give you some confidence that what you're learning is what actually works. And you don't just get to hear from me or from somebody else, excuse me, but you get to hear from somebody who sees all the data, all the back-end stuff, all the failing prop firm traders, all the winning prop firm traders, the consistent ones, and the similarities, right? So it's pretty dope. literally everything. Yeah, it was dope. Thoughts on Kevin? I'm still pronouncing his name wrong. Kevin Chidayyu. I don't know. How do you say his name? Kevin Chidayyu? Yeah, Kevin Chidayyu, I think it is. Yeah, Kevin Chidayyu. Supposedly he was on Shark Tank. I think that's probably where I remembered I seen his face before, something like that. Because I just heard, you guys know those compilation videos that I like listening to, right? Where it's it's just a mix. It's like a big mix up of all different people, and they're all talking about a certain topic. The ones that I share from time to time and whatnot. So, as I listen to those, I hear this one guy's voice over and over and over and over, and I'm like, who is this guy? So he always had a good little segment in there too. Like, who is this dude? So I started looking into him, started watching a lot of his stuff. And I like him. He's exposing a lot of just the secrets of the mind. He's exposing the idea of the mind is your real source of power and whatnot. So same thing everyone else says. You find a common theme with everyone, right? They all talk about your thoughts basically create your life, right? So if you can use the mind properly by using your thoughts properly, then you can go ahead and create your own reality, because perceived reality becomes your reality, right? Perceived reality is your reality, right? Because I may be perfectly fine with taking a sell below here, right? That's my reality because I've seen this a million times. This might be your first trade ever. You're shaking, right? You're scared. You don't know what to do. You I don't want to loot. So whose reality is real? Mine or yours? We both have two different perceptions, right? So again, there is no actual reality, only the perceived reality that you hold in your mind. So that means if you perceive reality in your mind that you would live free without a job, and that you would drive supercars, and that you would lead thousands of people from all over the world to have a better life and encourage them to create the 10.0 version of themselves, to have a beautiful home, to have a beautiful family. If you perceive that as your reality, guess what will happen? Eventually, not overnight, not tomorrow, but eventually over time, those thoughts become real, right? And you actually bring that stuff into existence. So that's one of the big things that he talks about, which is what I like. You know, I'm always into learning more about that topic. So repetition overrides logic, right? As long as you can see it and say it and speak it and feel it over and over and over again, the logic doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Gold 15-minute. Let's take a look how amazing this looks on the 15-minute. Yeah, too much, brother. Too much. Remember we talked about we need a buy from like 95. You know, 95 looks good. Now we've already moved 130 pips. You know? Yeah, you can't again, you know, you have to understand you missed the move. You didn't get the opportunity in, right? Like the buys that we wanted were supposed to look like this, right? We were supposed to start it at the more so the bottom of the range, so that way we can have all this range to take profit in, right? We wanted to see that, boom, we take profit there. So to be starting here would just be not as smart. So what do we need to do? Pull back, right? Maybe pull back, new closure above, all that clean range, and we go take it from there. But as long as we get a nice little support, right? And then if we do get a support, by the way, we could probably just block the range off now and do something like this. Have a resistance here, right? And if you do get some sort of support, maybe back in here, then we can have that range blocked off there, right? And then we can look for buys above, sells below on a breakout. So maybe we can get something like that. You know, it's 8:49, so we'll see. Last 15 minutes of the 1 hour candle here. Kevin Trudeau. Yeah. Just join your stream 2 to 3 times. Learn something good. All right, every time. Awesome, man. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear it. Can we look at silver? Yeah, we can take a look. Let's take a look. Silver. All right, let me just do a fresh analysis here. So you did get a daily closure on silver. You are moving down to go ahead and fill that wick. Let's see what that looks like on the 4 hour. 4 hour is trending bearish. So you have this top wick here, right? Come down, start driving down here. We are coming into this overall wick rejection just like on gold here, tapping into support as well on the 4 hour. So let's see if there's any rejection. Yes, supports here on the 1 hour. What we could probably do on silver, or what I would recommend, is maybe use this as a little bit of an observation zone. See how price begins to react in there. If we do end up closing back above, then there's a high chance that maybe, right, we could start pushing up. So just like the idea on gold, you know, you have an idea here where if you close back above that zone, then chances are you can move all the way back up, right? The candle has no top wick there. So if you get a 30-minute closure like this, right, then this calls for really, really good buying opportunity to go ahead and move back up there. Now look, that's what we wanted on gold just now. So what happened on gold is this, right? So we don't really want this closure, right? We don't want to take the buy off of that. We want to take it off that first example. So this one, you just have to just say it, you know, hey, I missed a move, right? It's okay. It's a-okay. There's a whole lot of session to go, and you know, sometimes you're going to miss moves, but what you don't want to do is try and force something where you were normally going to take your profits and whatnot just because you couldn't like pivot, right, and not take the trade after it didn't like give you what you wanted. So yeah, if you can close like pretty low, maybe something like this I will look for, you know, something like this, nice close to the zone here, and then take the buys up. Yeah, same deal, buys up. So yeah, if you can get that right there, that looks really good. Really good. Silver. Good old silver. Best of luck. God bless you people that trade silver. Blessings. 25 a pip is insane. I'll get there one day. One day. You and Swaggy are friends. Q is his mentor. Is Q legit? Yeah, Q. Yeah, all those guys. I'm friends with all those guys. Yeah, they're all cool. They're all cool. They've been doing this for a long time, longer than me. I remember Q I think has been trading since like 2012 or something. So yeah, those guys have a lot of time in the game. They almost run everything. You know, they own a lot of the back end things that you guys don't even know about. All the platforms and, you know, all the things that prop firms use, and the what's it called, the journaling platforms and all that stuff. They're big. They're a lot behind the scenes now. Yeah. Yeah, early on in my journey, I never learned how to trade or anything from Q. I just know he does trade. I never looked into his strategy or his style of trading or anything like that. But Swaggy, I definitely did. At one point, he was like the main guy I was learning from back when he had those YouTube videos. And I'll never forget, me and Green, we split the, what did we do? We got the man, what was it called? The Swag something. The Swag Academy. Was that what it was, Mr. Phil? Where is he? Was it the Swag Academy or something like that? Yeah, we grabbed that, and yeah, it was pretty good, honestly. I never ran with it and continued with that style of trading, but you know, overall it kind of helped me understand the market a little bit better. We split the bill. And then I don't know whatever happened to him after that. Don't know what happened. I remember he was supposed to do some live trading, and then he never did it, and then I was just out. Well, because I was looking for someone to help me live. I just, the whole course thing is great, but like if you can get in front of a trader that has good results and they trade live in front of you, oh man, I mean, when you buy a course, what are you really trying to do? You're trying to learn how that individual trades, right? What better way to learn how that individual trades than to actually trade live with them, right? I think that's where the real education happens. So that's why we never really put out a course. You know, we just went straight to the live thing when it came to the way we educate. So like 4 years ago, we started this live stream instead of starting a course or a program or anything like that. We just started these YouTube streams, right? So that way, if you wanted to learn from us, you can actually be in the session, trade with us, see us take our wins, see us take our losses, how we manage trades, how we manage emotions, what kind of discipline we bring to the table. Like, that's what you want to learn, you know, not necessarily the playbook itself, but the thought process and the underlining theme around why we do it all. Yeah. Yeah, so after that, he said he was going to stream and never streamed. So then I found Raja, and the rest was history. The Swag Academy, that's right. Dubai. Never let me go to Dubai, gang. I'm never going to Dubai. I'm not getting the Dubai effect. Yeah, that's right. He never did it. Yeah, I wasn't sure why. I was hoping he would. Yeah, he was very inconsistent in all that. 15-minute, would you like the 15-minute closure, bearish, and then bullish? Yes. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. So let's say like this 15 can close bearish here below the range, and then the next candle can close bullish. That will give us a brand new support. That's really what we're looking for. So if we can get this here, right, that'll end the hourly candle and the 30-minute candle, and then all we really want to see next is like a wick down and a closure above here. Yep, and then that looks pretty damn good, because now we could buy off that support here, right? We also have a nice clean breakout right there. You also have clean range to the left. You'll have 915, 930, break of these highs. We should have no problems. We should have no problems. Yeah, so I don't think I was around by that time. So I seen a few of you guys say like he started an account and taking money and everything. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think I was long gone by then. That's crazy. I did not know that until today. So was he trying to trade like a master account or something? So how do these people blow up? So how do they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube and I have 50,000? How is that? How do they get hundreds of thousands by quote unquote, you know, not even doing the right thing, and here we are with 50K. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. Yep. The narrative. Hey, one thing I don't mind doing is doing things the right way, even if it's the slow way. I really don't mind that. I already won, dude. When I was born, I won. Sheesh, that's crazy. You're shadow banned for preaching a little bit? I think yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I guess so. I think we tell people a lot of things that are very tough to hear, you know, that they don't always want to hear. So maybe that's it. I think a lot of times, like, some of those pages or whatnot, they just give you everything you want to hear all the time, you know. So I would be doing a disservice to you guys if I told you, like, that this thing was easy and you could do blah blah blah. Like, it is easy. It does get easy, but man, it's one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my life, right? If not the most difficult to really stay consistently profitable here. It is not easy at all, right? You really have to bring a incredible amount of discipline and patience and determination and all that to the table. So yeah, it's not as easy as they do make it seem. Yeah, that's true. Oh, once I make the lifestyle vlogs, it'll be better? Okay. All right, we'll start hitting some lifestyle vlogs. Shiny object syndrome. That's true. Yeah, I guess that is true. People probably don't like when I say, look, you're probably not going to make money here for a while. You're going to have to learn. Know what phase you're in, the learning stage or the earning stage. Like, not many people want to hear that, you know. Not many people like to hear that. But look, I mean, they need to hear that, right? So a lot of you guys have basically been just like working and almost like as if you're sitting in like a crock pot, right? Where you're like slow cooking. So I admire the individual that is willing to slow cook, right? And not the one that just needs to, you know, jump the gun all the time and get things right away. You know, usually those people, like I seen a quote, was like, the ones who got the money earlier, like basically the ones that waited will have tenfold, right? 10 times that amount if you just wait and do it the right way. So all right, Goldie 1 hour candles have closed. By the way, there's no rush here, gang. Just look at this. All right, just calm down, everyone. Calm down. There's no rush here, gang. This 1 hour time frame is chopped. Absolutely disgusting. The process, baby. The process. All right, so anyway, so we did get a 30 closure, right? So keep in mind our 1 hour time frame, right? What I just mentioned, I mean, that is nasty right there. 4 hour is even worse, right? 30-minute does have a closure above, but the 15-minute is a bit out of my league here. So like I was mentioning earlier, we could either look for potential shorts, right? Or we wait for a support to form and then a closure above. So I don't mind if we just get a nice little support here and then we close back above. That gives us the, you know, what we need here for the buy, and then we can look to potentially come into these ranges. Yeah, looks good. Hey, how are you? What's up, Umar? How you feeling, man? If you have FOMO, just go to the 1 hour. There you go. That should do it. If you so desperately want to get into a trade, just look at this. Yeah, what I like too is the celery play. Right? So if this candle closes above here, right, then you get the 915 candle to break the highs. I'd be in on that. Bam, break the highs there. And then you got 915 volume, 930 volume to come in and help with that push. What's up, Johnny Gems?
Yo, what up, brother? How's it
Hey,
going?
how are you?
How you doing?
Excellent. How about you?
Yes, sir. Feeling blessed, bro. Blessed and highly
Nice.
favored. Yes,
I don't
sir.
know if we'll have Rafi today. I think Rafi might be making his trip back today, right?
Oh, I'm not too sure.
I think he might be.
He might be.
Rafi doing some bonding time, which I like.
Nice. Yeah, that's great. Always great. Yo, what's up, chat? How y'all feeling? Good to see y'all.
Chatty chat. Where's Chatty chat? Is Chatty chat here today?
Chatty chat. What's up, chatty chat? How you doing, Nick? Good?
Incredible. Better than good.
So, hey, W.
Yes, sir.
Love to hear it.
Feeling amazing. Amazing.
Sir, beautiful.
After that lovely windy golf game we played the other day.
Yeah, man. It's been windy, bro. Out. It's been cold and windy lately.
The gold. How come I'm not interested in gold sells? We have no confirmation for a gold sell. So normally what I'm gonna need is at least a bearish closure right back below that range there. So maybe if we get that, maybe not. We'll see. I think the 4 hours a smidge bit confused here. What do you guys think? Yeah.
A little bit. Tough read.
So guess what? Usually if the 4 hours confused, guess who else confused? The trader. Act like they know, but they don't have a real read, right? Because if you got a doji here, you broke the highs, you broke the lows, right? The 1 hour, look at the 1 hour closure here. This can go up, this can go down. 30-minute closed above, but way too overextended. 15-minute might close below, right? But you got supports right here. It's a very tough area to be in. Tough. We can't even have a bias, really, right? I mean, the 4 hour doesn't even really give us much of a bias, being that that's our previous candle, right? And that's our confirmation candle, right? And then this is our current candle. So we've been all over the place already today. Been all over. Anything in London? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so, no.
A lot of chop.
trades.
This is a whole difficult area to trade here. It's nasty. I don't really see much for London. At least not on the 30. Maybe. Yeah, maybe here, but I think that 4 hour was bullish, right? So probably not. Yeah, I don't really see anything for London. Did you guys take anything in London? Dry, choppy day. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, there's Rafi. What's good, bro? How's the ride? How's the ride?
What up, brother?
Once you get to the other side of the learning stage, it is the most fulfilling thing. It really is. Like, how many of you guys are starting to... I've been saying it out loud a little bit more lately because I know other people are catching on to it. So how good does it feel to be disciplined and then have that discipline pay off? Like, how many times, like this week, and again, I never really verbalize it, but this week I decided to, right? How many times did I say, man, how good does that feel? Doesn't that feel good? Right, where we broke the lows, we know we need a steeper top wick, and you would have went 4 pips in profit and then got stopped out, and you didn't because you finally started to hold off on those type of trades, right? It feels liberating, is what one of these guys said as well. You know, sticking to the best trades of the day and not deviating. No rush. I'm never in a rush, ever. No rush. Let these trades come right into our lap.
That's really the key, bro. For real.
Yep. Four hours confused? You know who else is confused? Nick. Exactly. Nick's confused here. This is gold 4-hour time frame right now. Just make it make sense. Someone, please, help me.
Can't.
Total trades for 2026? Question mark? What's the question? What's the question? Talk to me.
Let us know.
We got we're on green day number 7 here. Number 7. So chipping away here. Chipping away. Don't judge me on Tuesday, please. Don't judge me on that. I just got break even like 2 or 3 times, but yeah, plus this 523 today. We looking good. We're looking good here to start the year. Not too shabby. Yeah, plus this 523. Hey yo. Today. Who's that?
Hey yo. Did you hear my
yeah.
call? Oh wow. I just hopped on the YouTube stream.
YouTube, give the stream a like, Johnny Gems and everyone else if you haven't.
I'm gonna like it right now.
We're creeping, knocking on the door of 50K subs. So if you guys aren't subbed to the channel, subscribe.
Sub if you're ready to follow your plan today.
Yeah. Is Johnny Gems my favorite nephew? No, you're my favorite nephew. Will you come on Monday? It's a bank holiday? Yes. Yes, sir.
What bank holiday Monday?
I think it's Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, okay.
God knows the conspiracies on that one. My God, I don't even want to jump into that stuff, man. I don't even know what I know now. Who knows, man? Just my goodness. I don't even want to go into it.
Bro. Let's not. Back to the charts.
Back to the charts.
Back to these boring charts.
Anyone in silver? Let's take a look. As you guys know, I'm not trading silver. I looked at it for like 2 days. I'm trading gold and NQ here in my new season of trading. Yeah, you have to wait. You basically silver, it looks good, but you gotta have a buy stop now. You know, I don't know if you got in earlier or what happened there, but maybe this taps someone in. I don't know. Yeah, you always gotta wait for good lower wicks and then set the buy stops on the high. But yeah, I'd be waiting for a lower wick here because again, I mean, I still need to see this observation zone. I still need to observe this a little bit more. And ideally, if you break that low again, you'll get the sellers activated, right? And then you build the snowman, right? And then all of a sudden, you re-break that high and off to the races you go. So, because you already have the liquidity from the seller, right? So you got to really wait on a steeper wick into that area before jumping into like the buys on not just silver, but on any pair. Am I trading a funded account? I am. I'm trading a 100K instant funded account. I'm also trading a 100K pro account with another company who I'll introduce you guys to very soon. And then I'm also trading 5 XFAs with Top Step. 100K XFAs. So trading a lot of accounts.
That's that proffering game.
Yeah, I got another 100K too. So I'm gonna test out this platform, see how everything's going. There's a company I've been consulting, a prop firm, recently. So they're all locked in with Project X now, and I'll show you real quick. So if you could pause that, maybe you could see it. But yeah, so everything should be good to roll by I think next week or the week after with these guys. So I'll mess around. They got Project X. They got a whole bunch of platforms. So they're moving and grooving. I'll tell you guys next week. Yeah, I'll tell you the name next week.
Hey.
Hey.
So, hey.
We'll do some giveaways too.
That bro. That was fun last night in Asian session. Besides the crash out.
Bro, that was lit.
Yeah. What a session though.
Bro, my whole computer shut off. It was like, damn.
I don't know. Same, bro. I think all of us chat, right? Got crashed out on that. Yeah, our chat brings the energy, man, for real.
Yeet. Let's get it. Top traders have different strategies, but all manage risk well. Protect capital. Yep, sounds right. Sounds right. I was having a rough day today, and I just opened earlier. Oh, the live. Okay. Within a minute, I'm back to being a winner. Hey, yo, I like that. I love that. Welcome in, winner.
Cool.
Game time, baby. If you can shift that frequency that quick and make those adjustments, winners win. So congratulations. What a bright
That's all
future
you
you
gotta
have.
do is an exchange in frequency, right? It's like our energy. It can't be destroyed, but it can be transferred, right? Same thing with your frequency. That energy could be transferred into a different frequency than your current one, right? Because that's how energy works. You just transfer it. So anytime you're in a negative energy, do your best to just transfer it into a positive energy, because you have that power to do it.
You heard Biggie Smalls. Negative to positive. And it's all good.
Literally.
Made 4K with you guys this month. Amazing. Congratulations, Tally HD. W.
It's all good.
W month.
Baby.
W month. You guys are good. You guys are good. Dun, dun. You guys are good. Yeah, we got a new system for the giveaways, though. No more spamming.
Thank God, bro. That needed to change ASAP.
We needed that. We needed that. The thing with the other duck race, the thing with really last night was the whole how do we get everyone's name in the race? Because there was 500 people there, so it's how do you get all of them in the race?
Right. I don't know how that works, yeah.
What account size do I recommend with top one instant funded? I would go with the 50Ks. 50K is probably the best. I grabbed 100K because I was coming off of a pre-live account. But yeah, I think the 50Ks are the best bang for your buck. They're also probably the easiest to take withdrawals or payouts on, because all you got to do is really hit 3K. And you can take 2,500 for your first payout. So it's not bad. Where on 100K, you got to hit 6,000, and you can only take I think 3 Gs I took, right, John? Yeah. So I took a payout on this account last week for 2,700. But if I had a 50K, all I would have had to do was hit 3,000 to get that same payout. So I personally think the 50Ks are the best deal. They're smaller, they're cheaper. You have to you have to do less to qualify for a payout. So I would go with 50K.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I wanted to do multiple 50Ks again like I normally do. It's the first time you guys see me trade 100K instant funded with top one futures, but you can't get 2 accounts. So after you're off a pre-live account, you can only purchase 1 account at a time at that point. So I'm not sure why, but that's why I went with the 100K. Yes, sir. Oh, AQN in the building. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. You guys got the accounts. We did some giveaways on my Instagram page too, so a bunch of you guys should have gotten accounts if I messaged you. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you guys can follow me here and just keep a lookout. We do giveaways from time to time and all that good stuff on these just random giveaways that you guys can just participate in. Yeah, I would follow TT_profits as well. Now that we're back on YouTube, we got some more trades cooking, so we'll get back to posting on here regularly. But this page right here will really help you out. Really help you out, especially with trading. Three accounts max. So depending on when you get your accounts with top one futures, you either can get 3 accounts, 5 accounts. I believe right now you can still get 10 Ignite accounts. So they always have these different deals and stuff going on. Miss the vibes in the clubhouse? Let's go, brother. Whenever you're ready, we're here, man. Come on back whenever you're ready, brother.
We waiting for you.
We're waiting for you. We're waiting for you.
Patiently waiting for you.
Lost a live account. They suspended you. I don't know why. I'm not sure why they would do that. You should have pressed Clay on that last night. Usually they allow you to buy one more account, which is pretty crazy because at the end of the day that takes money away from them. No, because I was really willing to buy three accounts. You know, I was only able to buy one.
Yeah, right.
So all good.
Not sure why they do that.
All good, love. All good. All right, nothing here on NQ, and gold is just moving back up in that 1 hour range.
Yep.
Yeah, 30 looked good, but not good enough for me. 160 pips out of that support. Yeah, now that we're in the range, you know, maybe we get that break and retest and then can buy again, or I would be closing some partials and all that up right here, so I'm curious to see what we're going to do as we approach 14 there.
Yeah. We'll see.
Can we get a drop on gold today?
So we'll see here. Yeah, that 4 hour chart, man, really tough there.
4 hour chart makes
It's
it
tough.
really.
Yeah. Really tough. Because we're rejecting resistance, we're rejecting support, now we're just in a range. So we already rejected resistance, we already rejected support, now we're in the range.
Yep.
So tough there.
I never put a big lot size. I'm scared of big losses. Yesterday I decided to trade with 10 micros, lost 2K. Today I put a buy limit, 10 micros, hold, and got, what'd you get? Got scared. Oh, got scared. How do I stop fearing the big lots? Work your way up to them. So don't just jump onto like, don't go from like 3 to 10. Go from like 3 to 4, right? And by the way, start winning a little bit, right? Start being consistent with your day-to-day trading, then go to 5, right? So as what I like to do as the account grows, so because a lot of people, they think, hey, if my account grows, then my risk can grow too, right? So if the money goes up, then the risk could go up. But a lot of times you may not be mentally ready for the risk. Your account might be able to handle it, but you as the trader may not be able to handle it. So you have to not only earn your size with your profits, right, as your account grows in profits, but you also have to make sure you're earning it with the mental game, right? Because the mental game is what kind of scares you away. So what I would do is I would just chip away little by little, one contract at a time. Don't go from like 3 to 10, right? Work your way up. 3, what comes after 3? You know, 4, 5, right? And I'd play there for a little bit. And I'd say, hey, you know what? Most of my trades, I'll just take 4. If I like one, but I don't like everything about it, I'll take 3 contracts. If I really like one, then I'll use 5. And I'd play right there for a little bit. I'd get myself used to, you know, playing in that environment at that risk. And then I would go ahead and, when I'm ready, move myself up from like 5, you know, maybe 4, 5, 6, right? So you see how I just kind of eliminate that one and then move over to the next. But I never jump from that to that because it's very difficult. At one time I had a massive account. I was risking 40 lots, $400 per pip, and it was wild. And I personally wasn't really ready for it, you know, at that time. So I knew I had to dial that back and go back to 10 or 20 lots at that time because 40 was just, it was outside of my account could handle it, but my own mentality, I wasn't used to seeing. You know, once I got into a trade, I was down $2,000, you know, with just a spread. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to get used to that stuff. So I traded on that for a little bit, but I was like, you know what? Let me calm down a bit and tailor this back. So yeah, earn your size through profits and through, you know, growing mentally, really.
Yeah, man.
Top Step, they don't have an instant funded account. They only have, I just used XFAs with them. Yeah, I have 5 XFAs. We're maxed out on Top Step. Yep, tracking your lot size. Yeah, all that, everything gets journaled, you know, like even the lot sizes and how you felt at that lot size. And, you know, what you can do is you can begin to tailor it back. And you go, you know what, I'm really scared at 5, right? Let me go back to 3. And then you go, you know what? I really don't care about the trade at 3. And then maybe you find yourself a little sweet spot at 4. I don't know. You know, you got to feel yourself out and feel the flow out and just do what's right. I promise you, do what's right for the long term, not the short term, and you'll always succeed over time. And you'll always feel better about your growth over time because you know you're chipping away day by day, not rushing the process, but actually like living the process and enjoying the process. Most people, for some reason, want to rush the process. I get it, you know, the end result, but damn, I wish I could really explain to you that the process is the result. Sheesh, I don't know how to, you know, it's almost like words can't explain it. So you really gotta, you know, feel it out and get there for yourself. It's boring. Exactly. It's boring. It's mundane. It's not exciting. It's not sexy. It's not, you know, what you see on Instagram marketing, YouTube marketing. It's not that stuff, you know. Like, hence, that's why we have 50K subs, and someone that never even did anything for you has, you know, 1 million subs, right? It's because a lot of things just look easier, are made to look easier than they really are, or made to look a little bit more exciting than they really are, right? Trading's a very boring business to be in, but it pays, and it pays well. If you were to start with 0 with the knowledge you have now, what would be your first step? Buy 350K instant funded accounts with top 1 futures using code TTE, wink wink, and then yeah, just running those up to 3K, taking like almost $8,000 and just repeating that process over and over again. Yeah, I get some XFAs with top steps. So you're asking if I have the knowledge that I have now. I would jump right into some instant funded accounts and get to work. Oh, he said start from 0. Oh, so yeah, so I would probably I'd probably dress up really nice. I'd go to the busiest street corner in my town, and I'd wear the best outfit I could, and I'd write a big sign. I say, I'm not homeless. I'm genuinely looking for some startup capital to build a business. Anything will help. And I'll just sit there smiling. And I'll just wait, and I'll 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 wait. And I'll do that until I got my money, and then I'll go get those instant funded accounts. How you doing?
Smart, bro. Using your brain.
Yeah. From nothing to something. Yeah, but they wouldn't understand that, you know. So I think I'd have a better shot saying, like, you know, just need some startup capital. Everyone understands that. It's all about the pitch, you know. It's all about the pitch. If I say, hey, I need money for an instant funded account, people go, what the hell is that? You know, I'm not giving that. But if I say, hey, you know, I'm a great guy, I'm just trying to start, you know, build a startup business, and, you know, a couple bucks is all I need. And like, you know what? I can relate to that guy. All right, let's see here. Proof that less is more. After nearly 3 months here, I finally understand that trading less leads to more profits. The growth I've experienced is unreal. Yo, super proud of you, Anthony Clear, by the way. I barely recognize myself, he says. Wow. Out of every course and mentor I've had, developed the charts. Okay, my wife sees the difference in me too. Awesome, man. Awesome. Some public flowers. Thank you, bro. It is truly a community as well. I love how he included the entire TT family, because we all truly make each other better, man. So, yeah, starting 2026 the right way, on track for my first ever payout. Also, 19 trades. Beautiful, bro. Super proud of this guy. I see him every session, camera on, locked in, always following me, like always nodding the head, making sure we see he understands. And yeah, lovely, bro. Lovely, bro. I won't judge you on the 19 trades day, but yeah, you know. Yeah. He still made it out. Yeah, congratulations on all your growth, brother. This is just a very beginning for you, man. Very, very beginning.
It really is amazing to see what the inputs really do in life, right? Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, it could change that quick.
Beautiful, bro.
Yep, it changes that quick. And, you know, it would be one thing if it was just Anthony Clear, or, you know, just Exit Strat, or just, you know, but it's tens and tens and tens and tens of other people. I mean, it's just absolutely epic what's going on. We're on a historic run right now that we'll look back on later in life and be like, wow, what a run that was. So let's keep the party going, you know, year after year after year.
Sure.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
I need some startup capital. I just gave you the best idea ever. So you should be good now. But if you stand out there long enough this weekend, the way I told you to, ain't no doubt you'll have some startup capital. Let's get it, Ricky. Let's get it. I want to hear back from you on Monday. Yo, Nick, I got the startup. Let's go. You can do this, man.
Bro, honestly, I'm about to test it, bro. I'm curious.
Do it. Oh, wait, whoa. Let's go. We got another one here. 2250. Antonio, let's get it.
Nice job, Antonio.
Needed $50 last night before I qualified. I lowered my size. Took a little loss. Trade 1 GC. Go long, short story. Ended up negative 800. Wow, I know that's crazy. Frustrating, emotional. Ended up taking 4 GCs. Made it back. Wow. What a roller coaster. This is my third payout with TTE. Lovely, bro. Congratulations. Beautiful. Yeah, 2250. That's the number. Way to secure the bag.
Way to secure the bag, bro.
Good job. Good job. Amazing.
Way to rob the bank.
Yeah, you know, we've been low key, but we've been like high key, low key, high key, I think here. Although we've been a little quiet, man. The payouts have been rolling in. Look at this, Big Norbin. Big Norbin coming through. 2020.
Norbin.
Nice, dude. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's over 10,000 right there.
Norbin, bro.
10,000, 1,400. Let's go. It's just one of many for this individual. The TTE effect. I love it. Beautiful. Looking good. First one. Very nice. Little 14 hundo. Congratulations. Steady course. Follow it steady, my friend. Let's go. More payouts from the captain. Let's get it. Yeah, nice job. Yeah, we're off to a good start here. 5,800 on the week. W, brother. Sheesh. Love it.
Dubs.
Physical silver. Wow. Yeah, I seen that. That's amazing. ×2. Let's get it. Yeah, great job. Yeah, we're off to a good start. This is just from January 9th, by the way, right? I mean, we could still go from January 1st. Okay, cool. We got a closure below here on the 15. We also got a closure below on the 30. So I like this idea, but we're going to need a top wick. It's 930 here. Let's see if we can come back up a little bit, give ourselves a top wick, and then potentially break these lows here. Not too shabby. Let me get this all set up here. Okay, yeah, we need a little bit of a steeper wick than that. It's 930. Let's see if we can go up and break those highs a little bit and then come back down. Yeah, you guys are crushing it. What we got here? 42 pips stops. Can we come up a little bit more? The reason I want us to come up a little more is just because of our area right here, right? All that support. So a nice steep top wick here in the beginning of this candle would be just perfect for us. 30-minute is looking good here. Yeah. Check NQ. NQ, let's take a look. NQ, I got nothing on at 930 here on NQ. But what a break of the high there. Wow. Let's see if gold can give us that top wick. I think we can get it. Again, especially with no closure outside the range on the 1 hour yet. You definitely want to wait for it, man. Go on, Goldie. Break the highs.
There you go.
One more break, I think I should be good. Yeah, that should be good here. So I'm going to have a sell stop here on gold. Maybe we can push down and see if we can fill the range here at 930. So now that we rebroke the highs, if we come down and rebreak those lows, we should have a good shot at filling this range. What can I make here? 600? Yeah, 600 bucks today. So I'm looking for probably about, what do we got here? Yeah, I'm looking for, there's 90 pips of clean range here. I'm looking for about 60. So somewhere around like 60 is where I'll be getting out. Yeah, right there. All right, well, there's our top wick. Let's see if we can break the lows here. B, yeah, just a B. Yeah, just a normal trade. I'm already in profits on the day too. So, yeah, just I just need like 600 bucks here. I can only make 600. So that's why I'm keeping it at one lot. Where are you guys gonna be this weekend? We might be chilling. Yeah, we might be chilling. We might be chilling. What are we doing this weekend? I don't know. I don't even know if we have any major plans. Pull up on me. I think a friend of mine is gonna come hang out one day this week. A friend of mine who lives up in, I think, Ocala. All right, Goldie, we got volume. Can we break the lows here? Get ourselves a push or what? You gotta hate gold this week?
Volume.
I love gold. I love gold. I love you, gold.
Smell the volume.
Yeah, very, very rangy week. No, you're not crazy. You're not missing something. Gold is extremely rangy today and throughout this entire week, man. It's been a chop fest. It really has. Been a chop fest. From failing to finally winning, yeah, like Q said, failing forward, baby. There's nothing wrong with failing as long as you're failing forward in life, right? As long as you're learning from your failures, that means you're attempting to do something that you have not been able to do, right? Most people laugh at when people fail, yet they wouldn't even have the guts to attempt it, right? So I find the naysayers extremely funny, extremely valuable part of the equation here, and yeah, you just gotta keep on failing forward, man. Keep on learning. Sure glad we waited for that top wick, eh?
Absolutely. Always. Trading rules protect us from trading problems.
That's why we keep them.
That's why we follow them, yep.
Yep. 98 pips, gang. I'm going to have to delete this.
Yeah.
Goldie, that's no problem. It's no problem.
That's fine, bro. 4 hour, man. Tough.
Goldie, we don't want no problems. Yeah, 4 hours, nasty.
Like,
look at that thing now.
Day, honestly. We should low-key just call it a day looking at that 4 hour.
Well, look, any other streamer, they would have done the breakdown when they got here, and they would just say, all right, guys, nothing's happening. I'll see you peasants I'll see you guys in the Discord channel, and I'll just talk to you guys there. But we like to stay around just for educational purposes and hanging out and vibes, and yeah. I think we're pretty good at not forcing a trade, so.
Yep.
Almost got entered in. Yeah, I think we all did. Yeah, especially on MGC. Do you have to wait till you get 3,000, or can you take a payout at 1,500? What size account do you have? Equity goals. Because isn't like a 25K 1,500 is where the payout is? Okay, I told you I hate gold this week. Okay, me too. Now that my sell stop is off, I could agree with you. 50K? Yeah, you have to wait till you get 3K. Oh, request that payout, Big Will. Don't even think about trading today. Top one, yeah. So if you have a 25K, it's 1,500, but 50K, you're gonna need that 3,000. Who else? Oh, hold on. You guys have not seen John at all, YouTube? Yo, my bad. My bad.
Yeah, YouTube.
That's crazy. How come? Damn, nobody said anything. My bad. I messed up. I forgot how to stream today, to be honest. I muted myself the whole intro on the Clubhouse, and then completely forgot to spotlight Johnny Gems here.
That's
Wow.
hilarious.
Come on, Nick Stewart. Get it together. Get it together here today, bro. All right. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. 1 pip, yeah. Yep. Did we take any trades yet? No, we didn't. We did have a sell stop here, but price pushed up. Yeah, so we got rid of it. Why wait for the re-break of the current candlestick high before setting the sell stop? That's a good question, because a lot of times, like when a candle opens up, right? So let's say you got a bearish candle here and you get this next candle in the first couple seconds, right? To start moving bearish, right? It makes like a little top wick, and then it starts to move. Not even that. It didn't even like really give us that. Like it makes like a small top wick, and then it starts moving. And this happens in the first second, right? Couple seconds. That is something to be wary of right there, because a lot of times that candle is going to come up, re-break the high, right, and start to make a steeper top wick, and then maybe eventually after that it continues down to break the low. But you got to be careful here, because if you only have a small top wick, that top wick was right there, right? That was like no top wick at all. So if you start breaking those lows, I'm skeptical there, right? Plus you also have this range here and whatnot. So you always need a good top wick, right? There's no like exact pips or anything like that in terms of like what's a good top wick. I mean, you just got to feel it out by the look of it. But like if you have a small wick like that, chances are if we break the low, we're coming back up and breaking that high. Yeah, and when we do break that high, you're going to get a push. So that's why I wait for that push. Now I got my top wick in place, and now my sell stop. If price comes down after that, breaks the low, that's when you should really, that's when we see a good push. So yeah. Not when you should see. That is when we see the push that we're usually looking for.
And that's typically how like market patterns move, you know, where they'll before they leave certain ranges, they retest it, you know. So that lower wick is basically just like before we head off to the next range, like let's retest it, right? It's just an extra confirmation of it retesting it before it really breaks, you know.
Yep.
So that's how typically the markets like to move, break and retest before we head to next ranges. You know, we'll go from ranges to ranges, and it usually likes to retest those ranges before heading off.
Newborn plus 3 toddlers. Hey, we're making it work. We're kung fuing out here, Gazelle. We're moving ninja vibes out here.
Yo, what's up, Gazelle?
You guys heard Axel earlier? He was trying to say hello. He was trying to say, hope you guys are doing great and moving towards your 8-figure trader destination. He was wild. He was shouting it. Which account to take on top one futures, instant or ignite? So the instant cost a little. It's a little bit more of a investment, right? Probably like $100 or $200 more, but you can take a bigger payout. The ignite is good if you don't have as much capital. It's a nice starting account too, because you don't have to invest too much, but at the same time you can't take as much, right? So from the instant account, let's say on a 50K, you're going to be able to take like 2,500, but on the other account you can only take 1,000, right? So it just depends which one you'd rather work with, what kind of capital you got going, and yeah. Monthly record 6-0, 7-0 really. After today, as long as we stay green here today, then should be good. Should be good. We're up $9,900 here. $9,900. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Nice steady incline, just like we like.
Nice uptrend.
Yeah, don't judge me here. I hit break even like 3 times that day on something I was trying to attempt to do, and yeah, so it rallied it up. Kind of messed up my stats a little too there. So, but
bro,
anyway,
1 to 2 trades a day, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but I've been trading this account here since the 19th. So all throughout like the Christmas break, the New Year's obviously slowed down a little bit. I took a payout on the first day of the month here in January. So built it up here, took a payout there, and now I'm pretty much qualified for another payout. So yeah, 9,000, right? Is what we need
For what?
for this payout.
100K?
Oh yeah, actually,
Is it? No, I think 100K is 6K. I thought.
hold on, I'm over the payout. I could probably request one now. I gotta check. Yeah, I gotta check. I might be able to request a payout now.
Word. Fire.
Props are cutting Project X. I know. Project X I like. Yeah, I'm gonna probably take another one. So I think I could take like another $3,000 here today off of this account. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Payout number 2 of the year. Payout number 2. We're cooking. We got these 5 XFAs too. I'm really hoping to smack like $25,000 payout on these guys. Hey, Clinky's here. Hey, how are you?
Clinky.
Where are you? How are you? Who are you? Where is he? Where'd he go? I can't see you, Clinky. Oh, there he goes. All right, there you go. Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are ya?
What's poppin', big dog?
Yo, what up? What up, Magnus?
What's up, John? What's up, Nick?
Hey,
How
How you
man.
feeling?
You're what's up?
Amazing, brother.
Yo, what's up?
No, you're what's up.
Feeling incredible here, though.
You got everyone in the clubhouse chat. No, you're awesome, man. No, you're awesome, bro. No, you're awesome, dude. Oh, it's so funny.
I love it.
Oh, you're an 8-figure. No, you're an 8-figure trader.
Yo, y'all are awesome, by the way.
Positive vibes only, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes you hang around positive people so long, you're like, dude, just shut up and tell me something negative about myself. Damn it, my goodness.
Damn, I haven't been hearing that for like 6 months.
Snap.
What's up, Alex? Hey, how are ya?
How was London, brother?
Great. We had like it was like two perfect setups, but it closed with no bottom wick on the bearish candle. So
Yeah, it was tough. 4 hours just
yeah.
not in
was
not in a
tough.
good situation here.
Nah, most people though, they took the trade probably anyway and got smoked, right? So we just stayed there, stayed disciplined, patient, and just laughed at it.
Yeah,
So
just giggle.
that's the difference, right?
Yep.
Goldie funny, man. Goldie funny.
Goldie. How do you
see.
personally
Thank-
reset your mindset after a losing streak without changing your strategy? So I've been doing this so long now, I understand that losing streaks are just part of it. So it was awesome because Clay, I don't even know how he remembered that, but like there was a time when I was golfing with Clay way back two almost 3 years ago now. And who remembers the famous losing streak that I went on? Anyone? Back in February of 2023 or 20, I think it was 2023. So he actually brought that up last night and he's like, yo, bro, I remember like when you were telling us that you were on that losing streak and that, you know, you were just going to keep, you know, running the same system and not change anything. And I was telling him how everyone was kind of doubting it. And, you know, we were getting all the naysayers to fly in and whatnot. And yeah, and then literally, I think it was like 3 weeks later, I went and did a podcast with him and Austin Silver. And, in that podcast, I was telling them, hey, remember when we talked about that losing streak and whatnot? And yeah, bro, we came out of it. I'm on like a 14 trade winning streak now, you know? And they were like, oh my God, that's amazing, you know? And so you really just got to stay positive, stay optimistic, trust your system, show up every day, rinse and repeat. You know, again, like Mark Douglas always says, wins and losses are distributed randomly. So if you know out of the next 100 trades, if you have a 70% win rate, right, then out of 100, you're going to win 70, you're going to lose 30, right? So The issue now is these losses and wins get distributed randomly. So that means that they can come at any point. So you could have 70 wins in a row and then 30 losses to end the year. Or you could have 30 losses to begin the year and then 70 to end it. Or they just come sporadically, right? So that's how it usually happens. But that doesn't mean you can't get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row, which is I think what we had. We had like 6 or 7 in a row.
Yeah, 6, 7 in a row.
Nothing compared to our winning streaks, by the way. But 7, I think it was 6 or 7, right? But I understood that those are now out of the way. So the best part about it is that's part of the 30 when you're doing the system properly, right? So I don't really mind this. It sucks that it happens all at one time. But then again, right after that, we went on like I think it was like a 12 or a 14 trade win streak, you know? So
That's insane.
Yeah, and then it just goes back to, the way I trade is almost like a cycle. Like I'll take like 8, 9, 10 wins in a row and then take like 2, 3 losses in a row. And then 8, 9, 10 winners in a row and 2, 3 losses. So over my career, I've been able to catch on to that and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, if you guys remember me during that time, I was saying, yo, it's an honor. This is the first time I've really taken a big hit. And I was like, I'm honored to finally experience what some of the top 8-figure traders have gone through in their career. And I know that it's not about what happens in life, right, that dictates things, but how you handle the things that happen in life. So I just kept a good composure. I consciously said, hey, this can wreck me. Let me stay positive. Let me keep my composure, keep plugging away. If there's any mistakes that I made, let me go over them. Let me not make them again. And that was it. So if you can do that, that would definitely increase your chances of winning throughout the year.
Yeah, the best too is that we don't even know, or we don't even need to know what's going to happen next in order to make money. That's the best part. Another truth of Mark Douglas too, and it's just like, so we can have random distribution, but we don't even need to know if it's a loss or a win on the next trade. That's the power of having an edge here. We don't even need to know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, and can I tell you something too? That may have been the best month of my trading career. And that's a statement.
Yeah.
Let me repeat that again. That may have been one of, if not the best months of my trading career. Because what I did there was I finally understood that I was built to take the losses, that I could do it and keep going. And by the way, those losses were in front of about 1,000 people too, right? It's not easy to go up on stream and say, hey, welcome in everyone. We got 0 wins this month and 7 losses, but we're fired up, right? We're ready to go. So it's not easy, number one. So I was able to obviously work my way through that, but also I hired a mentor at that time and someone that was an 8-figure trader. And that's really what, if that doesn't happen, we don't even have the calling of an 8-figure trader, right? I hired a mentor who was making over $10 million a year trading to help me real quick with some of my thoughts that I was thinking and some of my technicals. And that was probably the greatest thing that ever happened to me, right, when it comes to trading, because I was able to go through the fire. I was able to hire a coach. I was able to get answers to questions, right, that I had, and continue moving forward, and also be a great example of what it looks like to stay composed and work your way out of that drawdown. So once I got my stuff dialed in, I now said, okay, this is a great opportunity for me to exemplify in front of everyone watching the stream how to come out of a little bit of a tough time in trading. And you guys watched me do that. You guys watched me chip away and chip away and chip away and then build my size back up, and then right out we went, right? So I hope that that time impacted a lot of people and showed them that, hey, you don't need to be profitable. You're going to run into these losing streaks, but that doesn't mean you won't be profitable just because you hit a 5 or even a 10 trade losing streak from time to time. It's not that big of a deal. If you can take the lessons from it, stay composed, get some answers to your questions, then you'll find yourself moving right out of it as well.
Yes, sir, bro. And it seems like that everyone pretty much understands that that's like the challenge, right? Is the mental part of trading, not necessarily more so the technicals, but the mental side. And that's what Mark Douglas was trying to say. Like, if you can put your core beliefs in alignment with the fundamental truths of trading, then you could start to execute your edge flawlessly, right? So maybe instead of studying more technicals, maybe you should start to review the 5 fundamental truths of trading before you trade your edge each day, right? Because to trade your edge flawlessly, yes, you need to know technicals, but you need to be mentally right and prepared to trade your edge as well. So I would probably take the 5 fundamental truths more seriously than I would the technicals, right? Because the technicals should be the easy part.
Yep. One of the biggest things I learned through that process too was very simple. Execution is my edge.
Yeah.
So executing on this system is the only edge I need. So my mentor at the time, when I asked, he told me just keep plugging away. The system, he didn't even know what the system was. I showed him all my data. He went over all my data and stuff, and he said, your system works. Don't get in the way of it. Execution is your edge. If you can apply that day in and day out, stick to the best setups. He said, don't rush anything. He said, I don't care how many people on your live stream are saying, buy this or sell that. He said, you don't budge. You don't budge unless that data tells you to budge, and that's how you'll be able to live like me. I said, bet. Say less. Say less. Jimmy Ding Dong, your opinion doesn't mean jack-ish, if you know what I'm saying, right?
Right.
So at that point, I knew exactly what needed to be done, and then that ultimately led to what started to become the best trading years of my life. Started, the last 2 or 3 years, I've been really moving the bar forward in terms of performing better and better and better every single year, not just with the technicals, but in my mindset and my mentality as well, and with the ability to lead others in that thought process as well. So yeah, I learned a lot there. So losing, so go back to failing forward, right? Does that sound like I failed forward? A little bit, just a little bit. So nothing wrong with failing, as long as you're failing forward and you're learning and you're taking all the lessons that come with it. You'll be a-okay. Actually, you'll be better than you were before you failed.
Definitely. Wow, that was powerful right there.
Yeah, well, it was a powerful meeting. It really was.
And what allows you to execute your edge flawlessly is believing in the way the markets actually exist, right? Having beliefs that align with the way the markets actually exist, right? And that allows you to execute flawlessly, and then execution's your edge.
So true, man. Knowing the rules of the game. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So yeah, it was an expensive lesson, but we'll take it and we'll bring it to you guys too. So that's why I'm here as well, is because like I've already paid for many of these lessons, not just financially, but with my time and my mental energy. So that's you can learn a thing or two without having to really make those mistakes if you just lock in and take the mentorship here. All right, let's see what's up with the chat. Hey, yo, thanks iPhone. Wow, we got a compliment from iPhone. How'd you get in here as iPhone?
Damn.
W, let's get it. I might be moving to Dubai soon then. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Tavia. The 5 fundamental truths of trading from Mark Douglas. How he likes to say it is, I'm going to explain it. I'll say them. The first one is anything can happen. 2, the second one is you don't need to know what's going to happen next to make money. 3, wins and losses are distributed randomly over any series of edges. 4, anything, every moment is unique. And 5, an edge is just a higher probability of one thing happening over another, right? When your core beliefs can align with those truths, you'll start to execute your edge flawlessly, because you understand it's just a game of probabilities, not certainties.
Yep, you don't have to know what's going to happen next in order to make money.
Right. So when you're executing your edge, when you understand the truths now, these 5 fundamental truths of trading, you start to execute your edge. You know that anything can happen. Wins and losses are distributed randomly. You know that all your edge does is put you in a position to have a higher chance of winning than losing. Right? You know that every moment's unique. There's no perfection here. It's just probabilities. Yeah. And you have a random outcome to your trade as well. So
we literally don't know. Anytime we put on a trade, as confident as we seem, we don't know, right, whether that's going to be a winner or a loser, but we do know over 100 trades we should have 70 winners and 30 losers, right? If we do 200, right, the numbers always tend to equal it out, right? It always tends to hang out at like a 70-75% win rate, which is exactly where you want to be, you know. So if you want to really have like a lot of you guys want to walk away from your full-time jobs and stuff, and it's like, can you keep up consistently? You know, can you maintain the ability to stay patient and disciplined and only execute on your system that brings the profits? Because, you know, once you get rid of that job, this now becomes the income you have to rely on. So you can rely on system, but you can't rely on emotion, you know. So you really can only trade system moving forward if you end up, you know, walking, or if you don't have a job, or if you know, are not working anymore, like, you know what I mean? If you have plans of not working eventually, you really got to make sure you can stay dialed in here and treat this as your new job in a way. How many subs left to 50K? I don't know. I think we're close though. If you guys haven't subbed to the channel and you're enjoying what you're hearing today, if you've taken some trades with us and made some money with us this week, sub to the channel. Let's see if we can crack that 50K. Maybe we'll do a giveaway of 50K. Maybe might have to put a carrot out there. Do you prefer top one over top step, and if so, why? No, not necessarily. Nope. If you're gonna go with instant funded, I'd go with top one. If you're gonna, you know, look to go eval style, then I'd maybe go with top step. I like them both. They're both good. Would I recommend scalping to intra, like intraday? Not really. I recommend doing something that works and then not thinking anymore. You know, find something that actually works, stick with it, don't think, make money, enjoy life. Because we've been doing the same system for 4 years now. We have not really changed much. So I think sometimes people get bored of, I don't know, making a lot of money. It just, that never really bored me. That never really bored me that much, right? So I don't care if the system itself is boring. As long as it makes me the money I'm looking for, then I have no like temptations to go learn another strategy or system or way of trading or any of that. Wow, NQ. So much for the closure belowsure. No wick either? Interesting. Wow.
Ooh, damn, NQ. Sheesh.
Social media? Yeah, you gotta really, you know. And again, that's why we live stream here, you know, so we can show you what it's like. So we can show you that there are times where you're going to go on a 6-trade losing streak, and instead of being like, ha, this guy sucks, and you're not even profitable yet, instead of doing that, why don't you just watch how that trader handles that losing streak, how they come out of that losing streak, how they stay composed, right, throughout that time, and then ultimately end up winning again. Right, so you're not going to get that on Instagram stories, right? You're not going to get that from someone's new YouTube video, right? They're not going to show you that stuff. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to give you the hard and honest truth of what it takes to play this game, you know. And again, you are going to lose, you are going to win, but it's a lot more ups than downs when you're system based. Gold sells. Let's take a look. Ken Hard, my man. Good to see you, Ken Hard. Oh my God, my goodness. Gold.
But it is chopped though.
Honestly, that's
the 4 hour, bro.
No, it's the 15-minute. That's the only thing that looks like all right, but it's still like above.
4 hours chopped.
I'm good. Honestly, if I take a trade here, I'm disrespecting myself.
The thing is, what's our read on the higher time frame right now? Because I don't know.
Me neither.
Like,
you're kind of bullish. You're kind of bearish.
I guess we got a 4 hour closure now, but
yeah. Nah, gold's done. I'm done on gold today. You got to make a firm decision. If gold doesn't break out of this overall range here, there's nothing for me. You know, especially like even the buys. I mean, you'd rather take your buys up here. I'm not taking anything.
This is what you're seeing here is professionalism. You're seeing someone who's up in profits for the month and looking at one day here at the charts, seeing that it's very choppy, he doesn't have the best read, and he's not trading. And that's his decision, right? That's professionalism right there. It's a professional decision right there.
Yeah, I mean, until the setup shows up, you can't do much. Got my first book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Hey, let's get it. I love it. I love it. Such a great book to start with, man. Sheesh. Such a good book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Hey, let's go. What up, JD Trading? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Friday, yeah, Friday. What changed right before you became consistently profitable? Not much. Not much, because I was doing what it took to become consistently profitable for about 4 months straight. So by the time like the P&L started rolling around, I was, you know, I didn't even realize I was like starting to become that profitable until I looked back, noticed that I had taken like 2 payouts, seen the green all throughout the last like 4 months, and I'm like, whoa, like this is amazing. So my big aha moment came when I realized, like Don said, like you either follow a playbook or you gamble. So what's it going to be? Like there's a fine line between doing this professionally and then being a gambler. It's a very, very fine line. So I just started walking on the correct side of that line all the time. And I tried my very best not to deviate anymore. And then eventually, again, 3 to 4 months later, I had seen the results that I wanted to start seeing. So I became addicted to following the plan. I became like addicted to never deviating from the plan because the plan was paying me. So I just said, Nick, why don't you just get out the way of the plan? Because every time you step in the middle of it, you mess things up here. So just be a really good executor. Don't worry about becoming a profitable trader. Just worry about, or not, don't worry at all. Just be a great executor of the profitable trading system, and the results should carry you forward, right? And that's exactly what happened. And again, I don't take credit. I mean, I'm not that good. I'm really not. I'm a good executor of this playbook, and I'm really disciplined. I'm really patient, and that's it. Other than that, I just follow the plan. You know, if I try and trade now, like, you know, I mean, I can get emotional too and start trading and doing stupid things, but, you know, I got really good at taming that. And I think that's what made me more successful than anything. What not to do. Not so much what to do, but what not to do.
If traders just fell in love with not trading as much as they love trading, that's the key right there. Because to not trade, right? If you can fall in love with not trading, right? To not trade requires discipline, and then discipline is where the money is actually made. So I know we all love trading, but fall in love with not trading just as much, if not more, than trading.
Yeah. It says that
That's
in
when you're gonna be disciplined.
The forex mindset too, talking about fall in love. Just fall. You have to almost be as in love with trading, without trading, as you are with trading, is what the book kind of talks about.
Yep.
What's a psychological mistake do you see most traders repeat? Kind of what we're talking about here. You know, they trade as if this trade matters more than the next 100, and it doesn't. You know, they think that the next trade in front of them is the most important trade that they're ever going to do, and, you know, or they need to get to, and they're not realizing that it's not worth breaking the plan for just one win today, right? We're trying to do it long term. So a lot of people, you know, tend to system hop or strategy hop, but that's also another big one. The fact that, like, you know, they with one moment's time, they'll basically risk everything for no reason at all, when they could just stick to the next best trade and just chop away 10, 20, 30, 40 trades later, they'll be profitable. Revenge trading, obviously, also big one. Over trading, you know, all the regular stuff, all the stuff that you guys know already. Yeah, most traders too get caught up in the whole thing, like, hopefully this trade works, right? hopefully this one works. And then if it does, they get really excited. So if you get really excited when a trade works, that just tells me that you didn't even believe in the trade to begin with. You're shocked that
And
it
you
worked.
also get, yeah, and you also get very, very low on your losses if you get high in your wins.
Exactly, exactly. So
And
instead
both could tempt you to analyze, execute, and manage your trade emotionally, right? When you are in that state of mind.
Yeah. Instead of asking yourself every trade, oh man, will this one work? Just more so say, hey, if I execute this edge over time, the outcome will win. There's no doubt about it. It's been proven already. So that's what it really needs to be. That's why we talk about once we get into the trade, win or loss, we know we've done our job, right? Because we know that if we execute on this edge, on this setup over time, that the outcome will be positive. Right, so we never care if the individual trade in front of us is a winner or a loss. It doesn't really matter to us. We know that over time, the byproduct of following the edge will be profitability. So we just focus on that. And I think most traders don't know how to come to grips with that and begin to think in that long-term manner. Yep, your job isn't to be right. Your job is to execute. Like I said, remember what he told me, Nick, execution is your edge. Right? So you don't need to be right. You don't need to be right all the time. Most people want to be right and they spiral downhill and, all of a sudden they find themselves in this, tough spot in their trading career because they just fell off the path that they did not need to go down that path. They could have stayed right where they were and continued to learn. But, everyone's got to go through their own little stuff here, but try and stay away from some of these things that we're talking about. Just let the math equation play out.
Literally. That's the key there, because your emotions are getting in the way of letting probabilities play out, and that's the problem.
Yeah. But those are good questions. Clay talked to us a lot too last night about what the winning and the losing traders do when it comes to all the prop firm data, and we're spot on with everything that we got going on here and everything that we're thinking and applying in our trading. You guys are all spot on doing what the successful prop firm traders are doing. You just got to keep doing it, and don't go back to your old self.
Discipline and consistency. That's what gets rewarded.
Yeah. What's the hardest psychological truth you had to accept to become a profitable trader? For me, probably that the market doesn't owe me anything. So again, I came in the trading game with a little bit of a chip on my shoulder because I felt like I should have been more successful in life, and I had already done a whole bunch of stuff, and I thought that this is going to be easy peasy and that the market just owed me money, right? Because I don't know, because I've been on my own journey and trying to become successful. But the market doesn't owe you anything, right? The only thing that's in the market is opportunity. And will you take advantage of it when it comes? That's up to you. So a big thing for me was the market doesn't owe me anything, right? It doesn't care about my goals. It doesn't care about what I'm trying to accomplish. It doesn't care that I got a flat tire. It doesn't care that I'm late on the rent. It doesn't give a rip. All it cares about is, are you executing on the right opportunities or not? The market's going to do its thing. And when its thing lines up with our thing, boom, we execute. When it doesn't, we stay put, just like we've been doing this entire session.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff too, early on, I wasn't even losing because of the lack of strategy. I just felt like I needed to enter early or size up or, all that stuff for no reason. It's typical new trader stuff that I had to go through, just like you guys. Gold's like watching paint dry here. Can you watch paint dry? It's a skill set.
It is.
Buys on NQ, are they valid as the 4-hour closed? Yeah, they might be valid here. Yeah. You got 4-hour, no bottom wick. Yeah, nice 30 support here wouldn't be too bad, actually.
30 support or 15?
Probably 30. 30 for me.
Yeah.
15, I'll let go.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Or new resistance too. Daily
that.
time frame could kind of move down there.
Yeah, or that. The only thing
Yeah,
is
we got a
the
better-
no wick there on the 4 hour.
Yeah, no.
Got a better read now with a new 4 hour here.
Yeah, I really want to see that daily. I mean, that was the game plan from the very jump. So I really wish that 4 hour candle had a bit of a wick, because I mean, we talked about this from literally from Asian session last night, that like you have a range here on NQ, right, on the daily time frame, and you've had 2 closures outside of that range, right? One here, and then the next one is here. Now this candle has just made a top wick, right? It really has no low yet. So again, you haven't had any candles closing above this overall range right here. Therefore, at any point, this candle can continue driving down, break that low, and then go ahead and attempt to fill that wick there, right? And at the same time, come into this level of support. So yeah, I agree. I mean, I do like the shorts, the selling opportunities. They're much better than the buys, if you're asking me at this point of the day. But we'll see. We'll see. 4 hour close and no wick there, so it makes it a little tough. Just a little bit. What up, Ayush? How you feeling, big dog?
Just
Welcome
a
in.
smidge.
Yeah, market. We got Friday markets in front of us here, so very choppy here. Do you need a job to what? Stay consistent with trading? Definitely in the beginning, but once you are consistent, you're not going to need it too much longer. Especially if you're, you know, pulling in 5K a week like freaking exit strat these guys over here.
It's the 5K.
Oh, what happened? We got a little banter going on? Come on, team. Teammates don't argue. Only little kids argue, gang. Little babies. Little children. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah. No need to banter, my friends. You guys missed the freaking answers to the last 3 questions. Man, that you never know. Those might have been answers that you needed to move you forward. You never know. You never know. Gotta pay attention. Don't sweat the
That might
small
have just
stuff.
changed someone's whole life around.
Literally, bro. We just gave out the psychology gems, bro.
Don't sweat the small stuff, man. If psychology is 80% of trading, what should traders train daily? Routine. Keeping their word to themselves, right? Doing something and sticking to it. Staying on routine. Building daily habits, daily non-negotiables. These things begin to help you build relationship with yourself, right? They begin to help you develop what they call self-worth. So once you begin to worthy yourself more, your psychology begins to get easier and easier as time goes on, because now you respect yourself at a higher level. You're confident in yourself. You're no longer seeking approval or opinions from others. You say what you're going to do and you do it. That builds an absolute warrior, right? So your mentality will begin to get stronger every day. If you say, hey, every day I'm going to wake up, I'm going to make my bed, I'm going to drink some water with lemon in it like I do every day and some salt. I'm going to journal, right? I'm going to, you know, and you start stacking these little daily non-negotiables, 4 or 5 things to set you up and say, hey, if I can complete these on a day-to-day, that's going to equal a winning day for me, right? So that right there builds confidence in yourself, allows you to trust yourself more. And again, what's your mentality? It's just you talking to you, right? So you really got to build that relationship and that friendship and get cool with one another and trust one another, right? The great I am. We talked about it the other day. Who thought of the pink elephant? The I am in you. The I am, right? That's the I am. So you and I am got to lock it in together, right? So you can trust each other and make good, solid decisions moving forward from a psychological standpoint, not just in your trading, but in your life in general. Never alone. You're never alone when you're with yourself and you can enjoy your own company. Isn't that great?
It's great.
Let's see.
Hey, yo, Nick, bro. It's
What's
cold out
poppin'?
today, man.
It is cold.
Sheesh, in the 40s right now.
It's chilly.
I just went outside real quick. Damn.
What time is it? 10? Who's got some good questions? Who's got some life-changing questions? Anyone need some help? Talk to me. Talk to me. Clubhouse? What we got? What we got? I got about maybe another half hour on my schedule here. What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? What, 44 degrees. We going snowmobiling today, maybe, John. What do you say? What do you
Yeah,
say?
I think so, bro. I was gonna ask you, what do you want to do, man?
Oh, we're heating up to 50, 58 today. All right, all right.
You chilling today, bro?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
All right, but
We so we didn't bring the, yeah, it's actually a little chilly. It's actually a little chilly. Yep.
no, it's chilly, man. For real.
It's been cold the last couple days. As you can hear, my voice is slightly raspy here today. So it's been a little chilly. We played 18 holes of golf in the cold too, so
I don't know.
that didn't help.
Thank God we didn't play it yesterday, but the day before. Yesterday was like insane with the wind. The wind was really blowing.
Yeah. Very windy yesterday. 19 degrees in New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. Any good sources for like a recommend meditation and stuff? I have one good one that I've been using. It's a very simple one I've been using it since 2021 or something. Yeah, we have it available in Discord if you guys want it. I think it's somewhere in the Discord. Yeah, it's a pretty chill, like, guided meditation, it's nice. No Excuses by Brian Tracy. Yeah, that was a good book. Yeah, I read that book many years ago. A great book. Do you have videos on where stop losses and trading? Yeah, we don't have videos, but we have do's and don'ts. So, like, rights and wrongs. If you join the clubhouse and you go over to, like, the courses section, we have examples of, like, what good stop losses are versus what bad stop losses are in different scenarios. And yeah, it's visual too, so it's not a video, but they're pictures, which is nice.
Yeah, no, I really like those, man.
Yeah.
A lot of great stuff on the website. You got the webinar videos, you got the course videos, and then the what are they called again, Nick? The pictures?
Yeah, they're kind of like do's and don'ts, or like rights and wrongs.
Do's and don'ts.
Because it can be a little confusing, like when to enter on the current candle versus the previous candle, or where should I put my stops when that's the case, and all that.
Yeah, the do's and don'ts are really helpful. I would study those.
Yeah.
Check them out. Just go over them like flashcards, just like swipe through and just refresh on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brent, the first day in trading, any recommended information I should read to understand the basics? I would basically go into the course and then watch the first like 10 or 15 videos in there. Maybe go through them if you like feel like it, but I mean the first 7 or 10 will help you understand the basics of like what's required to kind of do everything here.
Yeah.
I mean what's a candlestick and starting for the whole basics.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yep. Q, appreciate that, man. So I can I'll send you guys the link to the meditation that I like to use. Very simple one. There it is. Sometimes I feel that there is no more help. No one can help. What do you need help with, my friend? We're here, brother. Anything you need help with, you got it right here. What else do you really need help with? Like what? Because again, people can't do it for you. They can't even understand it for you, right? So it's really gonna have to be on you to take what you're observing, take what's out there in terms of help, and use it to your advantage. We can only do so much. We can educate, we can talk trading, we can talk mindset, mentality, we can talk all of it, right? We can call the trades, but again, we can't actually do things for you guys. So it's going to be up to you to take what you learn here and begin to run with it. I mean, this is the help, right? This is the help right here. So just pay close attention and begin to apply, because knowledge, you could have all the knowledge in the world. You can recite everything I said today, but if you don't apply any of it, the help will never show up, right? So apply the knowledge that you're learning, and you all of a sudden become lucky, you know, and the help is there. So that's what I would say. You've got a lot of help here. Look no further, G. Don't keep it all bottled up. I know one guy, he knows everything. He knows everything, but he doesn't apply it. So therefore he doesn't get results. And then there's other guys that come in the elite program, they don't know a damn thing, but they start executing, and then I correct them and I chisel them up and I tell them this is good and that's not good and do this instead and take that out, and all of a sudden, boom, they hit the ground running, right? So the knowledgeable person is not always going to be the winner, right? Because again, example A, that guy knows everything, yet he doesn't do anything. The other guy does so much that he's got all this data that he could bring to me that I can help him and correct him and give him adjustments, and that person is going to go out and succeed way faster than the first guy who knows everything about everything, right? Some people are too smart. They're too smart these days. What book would I recommend? Probably The Forex Mindset by Jared Martinez when it comes to trading. Am I up for the week? Oh, you know it. You know it, brother. You know it.
You already know.
2,600 this week. Yeah. Plus,
Talking to Mr. Knicks too.
plus 2,500 over here. So what's that? 25 plus 25? Like $5,000 for the week. Yeah, I got about 480 times 5 yesterday too. So yeah, I'm up like $5,000 on the week. You don't see me jumping up and down though, do you? You don't see me flaunting it and flexing it and showing you how great I am and how awesome I am, and right? It's no point in doing that. We're just here to simply do what we do and answer your questions and educate you to the best, you know, of our ability. Because again, if I show you that, then all of a sudden you want to overtrade and you want to over risk and you want to get to where I'm at. But you weren't there 5 years ago, right? When I was in that same situation. So you truly got to run your own race. Gold, gold, gold. All right, let's see it. Nothing excites me about this, gang. Nothing. Any more books to build up the psyche? Oh my God, so many. So many, bro. What'd you say, John?
No, I was just gonna say, like, it was a professional decision to not take any trades here.
Yeah. Nah, none of this really gets me excited at all. I don't know. You guys are excited?
Nah, I'm bored.
I don't get excited
Very much, but
for
not
movement.
about the charts.
Yeah.
But this is good because we're not doing stupid stuff here.
I stopped my job because I wasn't paid enough. The issue is I'm not consistently profitable yet. What's your advice? Just get a better job that pays enough. And by the way, almost no job pays enough. And you know, every job seems good in the very beginning, but then it comes down to the same exact stuff, right? So find a decent job that'll hold you down and lock the in. That's what I would say. No, you're exponential. How long should it take to pass a 10K? There is no time on it. There is no time on it. There's no like right or wrong. It should take this long or it shouldn't take that long or anything like that. One trade at a time. Here's what I would recommend. Take the everyday, show up, take the best trade that you can according to the profitable system, and over a couple days or a week or two, you should be good to go.
And there hasn't been a better way to multiply and preserve an account than that formula right there, than to just get an edge and focus on one good edge at a time, one good trade at a time, and compound it over time.
100%.
Yeah.
There's really been no better way to do it.
Yep. The 100 goals, eh? Yeah, the 100 dreams and goals. So someone said, can you talk about the 100 dreams and goals and stuff? That's just something that my mentor told me to write down when I was earlier on in the game, before I really had much of a belief. You know, at some point you don't know if you can be successful until you see enough examples and hear enough stories and, you know, begin to scratch the surface yourself. If you come from a mediocre family, that's kind of like what you believe is, you know, your destiny in a way, right? So you got to believe bigger. So he encouraged me to write down, me and my wife, to write down 100 dreams and goals. 100 things. It's like a bucket list that we wanted to accomplish or do before we, you know, left this planet, right? So yeah, I would recommend that too, because the thing about the 100 is like, it's very easy to write down 5 or 6, but then when you get to 10 and 12, it gets a little tougher. And then when you get to 20, 25, that's when you really got to start thinking. And that's the point of the exercise. The point of the exercise is to get you dreaming, to get you thinking, right? To get your mind expanded on what could be. So I personally, I still have my list of 100, and I'm still in the process of accomplishing them, right? So look at this. Like, I still got them. I still got them. I can keep scrolling all the way down for you guys. There's over 100 of them there. Over 100 of them. So think about what it is that you want out of life. Believe it or not, most people spend more time, listen to this, most people spend more time booking their 1 week vacation once a year than they spend planning their future.
Damn.
They spend more time planning their 1 week vacation that they're putting on a credit card because they can't afford it yet due to the job, right? They spend more time planning that than they plan their entire future.
Wow.
So how's that person win, right? So you got to plan your future. You got to design it. That's what we call lifestyle by design. I mean, look at mine. I'll just read a random one, couple random ones. Scuba dive the Great Barrier Reef. Zip line the Great Wall of China. Learn how to master a guitar. Helicopters through the Grand Canyon. Dinner at the Eiffel Tower. Helicopter over a volcano. Castle hunting in Scotland and Normandy. Sheesh.
Damn, let me know when you do that one, bro.
So those are just a few. Get a massage once a week. Yeah, so those are just a few. You know, those are just a few. And guess what? I had to really think about those. You know, those were towards the bottom of the list. So again, you know, you think you want a nice car or a nice house, but what do you really want? You know, like what kind of life do you really want to live?
Damn, that massage, I'm with that.
Yeah.
That, I mean, we've accomplished that one. So massages once a week.
Definitely.
So there's a lot here that we've accomplished. There's a lot that we have yet to accomplish. But if you look at my first ones, they've all been accomplished. Freedom for me and my wife, debt-free couple, get married, few of them. Just one that I haven't accomplished here yet, live on my lake house property. Haven't done that yet. That's one of my next goals that I'm shooting for. But yeah, it's a lot. Gold? Tell me, talk to me. When you guys say that, I want you guys to say gold, ... and then what you want to say after that. Yeah. I'm preparing for a climb Mount Everest. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a good one. Anybody else want to go castle hunting with helicopters in Scotland? I'm down. I'm so down for that.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. I would love that.
So down.
So down.
15-minute went crazy. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, this is all over the place. We just had yeah, it was the first 30 of the 4-hour too. Yeehaw. That 4-hour probably come back in the range.
Yeah, probably. Thought the same.
Never once thought, hey, that's why mentorship is key, man. Mentorship is key.
Oh yeah.
You want to know what's really crazy? So I put something down about my children. And I said, girl, boy, 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 girl. And so far, we have a girl. We have boy, boy, and boy. So I don't know what's up. Yeah, but it's playing. What I'm trying to say is that I wrote that down over a decade ago. Right, well over a decade ago, and that's almost exactly how my family dynamic played out. Visualized it. Me and Anna would talk about, yeah, it would be so nice to have a girl first, and she can kind of be like the mom, you know, and kind of be the mature one and make sure the boys aren't doing anything too. Boom, girl first, 3 boys right after that. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So you really do become what you write down.
Wow, man. And what was next? Girl, boy?
Last one was a girl, because I need my, you know, I need one more little girl, man.
Damn, bro. Word. I feel that. So one more then.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
One more to come.
That's what I mean. That's what it says here. I mean, that's what it says here. You know, so I'm just saying. I'm just
There,
saying
bro,
what's
so.
written down.
True.
Drive AMG is here. Drive buy a Corvette Z06. I kind of lost my interest in Corvette, but yeah, maybe we'll go and get one of those too at some point. Crazy, crazy. Very powerful, very powerful. GT3 RS around? Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, write down your vision board. You know, get a vision board. Write down your dreams. Write down your goals. Everyone else gonna call you silly for that, and you know, slightly strange. But I like slightly strange, man. Do I have a 7-seater? I don't. Might need one though. Are we trading the clubhouse on Monday? Yes, we are. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna trade. We're gonna be in the clubhouse on Monday for a little bit. You know, the heart of the New York session. Yeah, definitely. We webinar tomorrow in the clubhouse. If you guys aren't in the clubhouse yet, you can join us there. We're gonna do another webinar tomorrow. Actually, this year we're bringing some structure, some true structure to the webinar game and all that, so that way you guys know what to expect, and we're kind of gonna have like a bit of a routine when we start doing these webinars all through, you know, month by month. We do like 4 to 5 webinars a month, depending on it, on like how many weeks. But yeah, we got some good structure coming for the webinars and stuff. Let's see. Okay, let me pay attention real quick to this chat. Is Trump speaking? I don't know if Trump's speaking. He might be. Guy's always saying something. Have a great weekend, my friend. Yeah, you too. The Big M knows the vibes. Yeah.
Hey, bro. Have a good
Tough
weekend.
times. Yeah. I used to make fun of weirdos when I was a teenager. I'm weird nowadays. Let's go. W. Bro, I wish I was playing golf back in like 2000. I'm over here like, I remember my cousin was a big golf fan. I'm like, this dork's watching golf, playing golf. Bro, I didn't know what I was missing. I missed the whole Tiger Woods just epic run too. Like, he was watching that the whole time. I thought he was some dork, you know, just watching golf. And now I'm like, yo, I should have been watching golf and paying attention to that. Sheesh. What about Asian in London? Asian we never do on Sunday, or I guess Monday morning for some of you guys. But London, yeah, London will be good to go. Maybe we'll just do London and New York on that on Monday. Yeah, just London and New York on the bank holiday.
But
Golf is boring. I need a thrill. Yo, you'd be surprised how thrilling golf is.
I thought it was boring too, bro, until I played.
Yeah, I thought it was so boring. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't even want
has
to.
play.
Honestly, I should have really shout out Clay last night while he was on the stream, because if it wasn't for Clay, I probably still wouldn't even be playing golf. That's crazy. I forgot about that.
Obviously, yeah. It obviously gets better too as you get better too. So, you know,
Yeah,
if your skill set's good, it's a much more fun game, obviously.
yeah.
Definitely.
Tax different back then. Do I visit any lakes and stuff? I like to. Yeah, nice little weekend getaways. Yeah, I do. Lakes, rivers, oceans. Who blew their accounts today? Raise your hands. Probably a good amount of people. This is not a friendly market condition here. But hey, we were right on the money. We were looking at gold sells here, right? It just didn't happen until the next candle. So no worries. No worries. Driving supercars on the, oh damn. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that Ferrari 812 is an amazing car too. Really like that car. The GTRS, the Spider. Yo, some high school kids were like making fun of me yesterday that I only had a Porsche GT3 RS. You know how these kids are.
Yo, that's funny.
All right, let's see. Golf is addictive. Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, actually I want to play today. Maybe a little pickle today. Some people wish they had an account to blow today. Yo, my man. I've been waiting on Lucid to fix an account issue. So many gems without trade from Clay last night. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes when you don't have the account, Frank, you actually like dial in and pay really good attention. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, bro. Okay, I think that's it for me. Anybody got any other questions? Any other good questions that lead to good answers? If not, then I think I'm calling it here. Yeah, there's not much for me. Profitable week. Nice little $5,000 week. We're up 9K here. We should be able to take a $3,000 payout at some point. Let me go check the back end and all that. And yeah, maybe we'll take that. Maybe we'll take that payout on Monday or Tuesday. I'll just save it for like the live stream or something. Blew your account yesterday? All right. Yesterday's gone, baby. Yesterday's gone. All right, cool. Let me just see here. Clubhouse, are we good? Is the Asian up stream up yet? I don't know. I'll have to check. If it's not up yet, it'll definitely be up at some point today. So I would highly recommend going back and watching that one. I have a rule: if I take 2 losses in a day, I'm done for the day. Would you take a third trade if you see an A+ setup? Not if my rule was only 2. Yeah. If I have a rule, I follow that rule. Yeah. Cool. That's why the rule's there. You know, that's why the rule's in place. So for you, if you have that rule, then if you see an A+ setup, then you have the following of the rule is more important than the results of the A+ setup in a way. And this is if you're struggling with trading and you're trying to not over trade anymore. And you know, I know that doesn't make sense to maybe a trader that's like in flow and knows what they're doing. But when you're struggling, right, that's where you got to really lean on your rules more than anything. And then again, by letting that trade go, you'll begin to realize, okay, that was a good opportunity and maybe I can take that, you know, maybe next time or something. So yeah, the rule is always the most important. Rule number 1, definitely. Always follow the rule.
That's what you get paid to do.
I like number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I going to look at the markets today at all? I don't think so, brother. I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm just done for the week. It's been a great week. We've been extremely productive. We've had a bunch of good trades here, a couple no trade days, so a lot of patience, a lot of discipline. I think I think I'm going to just chill here. No more trades for me. Cool. All right, sweet. I think we're good. Johnny Gems, Magnus, job well done this week, boys.
Good job.
Let's move on.
You too, man.
We'll see you guys on the Webby. Yes, sir. Webinar tomorrow. If you guys want to join us for the webinar, you already know where we're at. Just come in the clubhouse, and we'll be there at 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. All right.
Can't wait for the webinar, man.
Can't wait, baby. Can't wait. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy it. Where's my? Yeah, this is the song I want. It's Friday, baby. It's Friday, so we gotta get same friends. You know, same friends on a lovely Friday. So hey, I hope you guys have a awesome weekend. Enjoy it. Blessings, my friends. I hope to see you in the webinar. If not, I'll see you guys back on Monday. Yeah.
Have a good day, man.
Love you all. Have a great day. Peace, Chiefs. Later, chat. Peace.
Peace, chat.
Now y'all in designer, driving past the same hoes. I'm still with the same friends, out here with the same bros. We still out here mobbing, it's just in a Range Rover. Made it with the same guys, now we different bankroll. Now y'all in designer, driving past the same hoes. Yeah, told you I would never change this shit. Young Charlie, yeah, he the same and shit. I'm out here gunning it on a Friday, got in the name and shit. It's just in a Range Rover. Made it with the same guys, now we different bank roads. Now y'all in designer, driving past the same hoes. I'm still with the same friends, out here with the same bros. We still out here mobbing, it's just in a Range Rover. Made it with the same guys, now we different bank roads. Now y'all in designer, driving past the same hoes.
Fuck all these bitches, I know they want part of my money, no dummy, I'd rather them eat. It's hard to know when they like it for you. If it's my music, then how I'm unique. I know I'm young and I'm fly with the heat. Gotta value myself so I won't even beat. Pussy boy niggas be stepping through trees. Once I give a response, that be when they repeat. I know I make it look easy, but I'm focused, ain't no time to slack. Tryna go for my bro, I'ma clap. When I told you I love you, on none of it cap. At the top of my brother, we made it. Slipping with my day ones, this ain't dated. But a couple of niggas, they faded. From the jumping miss out, I played it.
I'm still with the same friends, out here with the same bros. We still out here mobbing, it's just in a Range Rover. Made it with the same guys, now we different bank roads. Now y'all in designer, driving past the same hoes. I'm still with the same friends, that's how we live like this. We out here blowing through them stop signs, ride a shotgun through the sticks. Don't need no one but my same guys, out here getting bank rolled. We still out here mobbing, it's just in a Range Rover.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flipping, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Wow, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 80-42, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the fourth spot. Been in this position, ain't a shortstop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, counting it, went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it itch. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. Listen, not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
So tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me. And when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy. Easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. I'm eager to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't when I come with it. I'm a scene, still a seat, filler, blow up the numbers. And I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe with an old soul. Oh so great, stay paid by the boatload. Don't go chasing a wave, I'm a rowboat. Blow smoke right through the face of the ozone. Oh no, I got the bag, I'm back to just double it. I'm about to pop the top, I've been bubbling. They want the spot, but I do not cut them in. They tryna plot my drop, they been huddling. Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up
Yo,
like violet.
I know a lot of people praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth like the ground floor, but I've been flying so long, I tend to ask people, what's the ground for? Man, I'm only headed up, see my flow volcanic, this the fire I erupt. Heard the fans getting rowdy cause they haven't had enough. You know I'm running the city, you just running out of luck. Yeah, I said that with my chest, I flow hard, it's no wonder they easily impressed. I'm so far, but I'm always coming back with something fresh. I never rest, swear you'll never catch this ego in a nest. I invest my time in a booth, I find a piece. I used to piece the boom in my mind. My ex knows this, let me expose this. She left cause she don't wanna be with an explosive. Man, I'm just
feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Let's go. Welcome to the main event. Applying pressure, but I promise I ain't making that. In their heads, living free, I ain't paying rent. Wake up in the AM, making G's like Mercedes-Benz. Whoa, yeah, please don't take offense. It isn't you, I'm just not interested in making friends. My biggest fear is finding out that this came and went. So go ahead, but I'm staying in. Okay, drop a song and pop up on your phone like I was YouTube. Connected to the fans without a hand, I did it Bluetooth. The only time I come up short is when they watching YouTube. Spinning with the drill, no wonder why my screws loose. Taking off and I can't stop, I beat them all by landslide. Houdini, I popped out of that box even with hands tied. Big dog like Sam.